And welcome into Yankee Homecoming 2015. We are here, Wayne Damon along with Richie Eaton. We're here for a fantastic parade on a fantastic day.
Yeah, we lucked out with the weather, Win. It's a nice and sunny day. No threat of rain involved. It's been a great weather for homecoming all week long. You know, we had a little bit of heat, but I mean, as far as activities go, the crowds have been great. Everything's gone well. Jen LaCroix has been real excited about how the weather went, and she's done a great job this year. Especially this year being the 225th anniversary of the Coast Guard. Thursday afternoon, they had a nice recognition of the Coast Guard station, and some presentations were made. And they had a representative from Boston came, and they, she was talking, she said it's great to see the city show so much care for the Coast Guard. They says they don't see that in many places. They said Boston could take a page out of our book, which was kind of a nice compliment for Newburyport, but they really appreciate how the people in Newburyport feel about the Coast Guard. And Yankee Homecoming did a big thing this year. They made some presentations dealing with Yankee Homecoming. The mayor was there and spoke on behalf of the city and mentioned about the fact that we're one of the 14 U.S. Coast Guard cities. So it was a very nice tribute to the U.S. Coast Guard in their 25th anniversary.
Oh, it certainly was. And on top of that, prior to the fireworks on Saturday night, they had a fantastic rescue operation in the downtown area, right off the boardwalk.
Yes, I knew they were planning that. I saw the helicopter flying over ahead. I figured the crowds would be pretty heavy down there, so hopefully I'll get a chance to watch. I know a bunch of people videoing it, so but that was a nice thing. Again, nice cooperation from the Coast Guard, and nice tribute to them as well.
That's right. So we're looking forward to a nice parade and a beautiful day, and as always, they start the parade out with all types of fire engines, and they are going to be here before you know it.
Every time, I think it worked fine when you were on. Right. But then it decided to stop.
Take this week.
That's live film.
Okay, Wayne, I think we're going to get a little bit of quiet now. We can talk a little bit about what's been going on. We still see somebody. It's about approximately 35 fire engines came through from the various communities in the area. Some real old-fashioned ones as well, some antiques, and now we're seeing a bunch of cars. We've already seen about 30 cars. We've got a bunch more cars coming, so I think the antique cars are going to outnumber the fire trucks this year.
Well, these are some of the cars, I bet, that you'll be seeing during the Cruise in the 50s car show that's going to be happening this year on August 13th.
Thursday night, right?
Yeah, Thursday night, August 13th.
Oh, Christmas in July. Here comes Santa.
Right. Santa and Rudolph.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that wasn't Rudolph, but nice Mustang there, and I'm not good with the identifying the cars, but we'll call that a Chevrolet right
That's
there.
That's definitely
right?
tell a Chevy. Yeah.
Okay.
Another one too coming up.
Did you have one of those when you were a kid?
No, I had a Ford Falcon was my first car. Old brown Ford Falcon.
I think the first car I had, some court jesters there. First car I had was my grandfather's car.
Oh.
That was a Fairlane.
Oh, Ford Fairlane, yeah. Well, there's still some more cars coming though, so we've got probably about 40 or so come by. A few more to go, but yeah, it's always nice to see the old-fashioned cars come through. And boy, how great shape they're in though. People take a lot of good care of it. And there's a lot of pride going around the parades to get able to show it off. The white walls. And
that's right, yeah, you don't see too many white walls these days,
now.
do you?
No.
I don't know if there's a reason for that. But
black a lot is easy to keep clean, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, and then they have the stuff you can put on to make it look like shiny black as well. Carmen Gia.
Coming in 1971, but there's no veteran here. Sometimes you can tell by the license plate what year they are. If the vanity plate on it.
Yeah,
Chevy.
1930 Chevrolet. That was that purple one there.
Yeah, I was up the float judging. We'll be able to tell you as the floats come by, the winnings of the float judging contest. But the bands were lining up, getting ready to go. So it shouldn't be too long. Once we get through the motorized part, we'll probably about a 10-minute delay, and the rest of it should start coming right along. But it looks like you're well organized, ready to go. It's always a tough thing when you have to give awards to the float judging, because everybody puts so much work and effort into the floats.
Nancy Roy there,
Yeah.
right there with her Haley's car.
Yeah. It's amazing when you go in there. The furniture, a lot of the furniture matches the colors of the car as well.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect anything less.
Yeah.
Yeah, she does a great job over at Haley's in Newburyport. Talking about doing a great job, I'd just like to thank Paula over at Carry Out Cafe and Catering. They gave us some nice sandwiches, box lunches today.
Yeah, it was a nice way to start the day off. Also, a big thanks to the Department of Public Service in Newburyport for putting up the risers for us, and so we can get a nice, comfortable to do the parade. And also Newburyport High School for supplying the power to run the extension course from high school down here, so we get the power for the parade and everything else. Always makes it easy when you have power, right?
Oh, it certainly does.
But
Yeah.
you know, we talked about different places we've done the parade. You know, we've done it from here. We used to do it from the Marchers Hill when they had a live hook up there. One of the first years we covered the parade, we were down at High Street right at the Mall. That was the year we had the fire at the Greek Church.
Oh,
And we're all
yeah.
set to go live, and of course the fire trucks were all at High Street, and they had to reroute the parade around the Mall and come up through Auburn Street and then Pond Street and back to State Street. So we had to shift everything over one side of the street to the other to do that, and, but we got it done, and it's amazing how they adapted to get the parade done and everything else. So all kinds of things, but nothing's going to stop it. It's just like, you know, they're going to get the job done, and perseverance paid off. But that was the first year we tried to do it. One year we did it, we ended up with a torrential storm, and half the parade ended up going down Green Street, I think, and only a couple of stragglers came the rest of the way where we were at the Marchers Hill. I remember when we were in the Kiwanis celebrating our Kiwanis anniversary, we built a float, and we're wheeling the float. That was another time we went from Marchers Hill to the plaza, and just we got the three roads, one of the wheels came off on the float. So we had to kind of lift the front end of the float all the way.
There you go, nice.
When I see this, it reminds me of the movie Stripes, but these are so much more organized than Bill Murray's group. But I always think of that when I see them with the rifles.
I'm sure they appreciate that. Takes a lot of concentration, a lot of practice.
Here we go. We're going to see a demonstration. Oh, water time.
Order! Arms! At ease!
And those are the girls down there.
Forward! Squad! Hut turn! Hut! Forward! Arms! Forward! Hut!
It always reminds me of the time there was a real estate company that came through and they did something like that, but they had briefcases.
Oh yes, yeah, that's right. But even the sound is all together. You can hear it.
Yeah. So the Lynn Junior ROTC program.
Here comes a demonstration we're going to see right here. Hopefully.
Wonder if they have like padding on their legs so they don't bruise.
Oh, you want them to know they're hitting their time, yeah.
Yeah.
But you can tell it's so succinct. The sound is right there. It's all one sound throughout the whole thing. You know, the feet hitting the ground, the padding on the legs.
Yeah.
Here comes a familiar sight down the street for the Yankee Homecoming Parade, the Paul Rogers Funeral Home, the antique hearse there. It's always a highlight every year when Paul comes along with his hearse.
Yeah. And carnations, right?
Yes. Yep. Usually brings out the carnation for the ladies, sometimes hats for the men.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was wondering about the Jimmy Fund.
Yeah, there's supposed to be somebody coming around for that. There'll be
Okay.
some buckets. I think
It's how the
some of the past committee, in fact, there's somebody I can see on the side of the street coming over with the white shirt collecting. So we get our money ready
was
for that.
one of the original reasons for the parade to begin with.
You're right. Originally it was called the Yankee Jimmy Fund Parade. There's Paul Rogers. Paul, how are ya? Looking good. Looking good. Yeah.
Oh wait, the guy from the funeral home knows your name?
Ah. Everybody knows Paul Rogers, right?
Yeah,
Mike?
they do.
How you doing? So Yankee Homecoming supports the Jimmy Fund. We need your help. So there's a banner for the Jimmy Fund. We see some people walking along the side of the street now to collect for the Jimmy Fund. Some volunteers. Both sides of the street.
Yeah, the Jimmy Fund does so many good things. Oh,
Here comes Jason.
there
There
he
you go,
goes.
Jay. Good job as always.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good job.
Thank
Thanks,
you very
Glenn.
much. Okay.
Good luck, guys.
Jenny's actually on the front floor on the cake.
All right, right. Thank you. Yeah, so Jen LaCroix, this year's chairperson, is on the cake. And the cake is a tribute to the this year's 225th Yankee Coast Guard. And she's in the white shirt. I think you'll see her coming up in the white shirt, surrounded by a bunch of blue shirts. So it says U.S. Coast Guard, Yankee Homecoming celebrates U.S. Coast Guard, 225 years of continuing service.
Oh,
Yep.
Lucian
driving.
driving.
All right, Jen. Good job. Some of the representative of the Coast Guard on with her.
Yeah.
And then this Coast Guard boat that's in the back of this truck was running all around remote control during the week. And here's a contingent from the U.S. Coast Guard right now, the Coast Guard Honor Guard. You can hear the robot talking. And so we have some of the members of the Coast Guard Honor Guard, Auxiliary, and Coast Guard float coming.
Yeah, ready to help save you at a moment's notice.
Paul, how you doing?
Hey.
Jimmy, that's good. Even a dog collecting for the Jimmy Fund.
Yeah.
Nice looking Coast Guard vehicle there.
Yep, everyone wants to help out the Jimmy Fund.
Well, that's a nice looking Coast Guard boat there. I don't know if we,
Yeah.
again, we didn't get a.
That's
I don't think I got a chance to
the
see
one
it.
they're all excited about, right?
Yeah, I think that's
the longer one.
Nice looking.
Yep.
If they can get a shot of that. Nope.
It's two big engines on the back, and
But that can move.
oh yeah.
Now we got the Newburyport Honor Guard coming up. Well, even that siren doesn't go through you like some sirens. It's not a bad sound on
Oh
the boat.
yeah, yeah.
So again, there's Newburyport Honor Guard.
Yeah, a lot of new officers on the
I think
Newburyport
they just
Police Force now.
just hired 3 new ones, I think.
Yeah.
And this is a veterans contingent led by Kevin Hunt, the veterans director.
Yeah, when I had Kevin on the radio the other day, he said, you know, veterans, of course, all veterans welcome to march, and if you can fit in your uniform, even better.
Yeah. Veterans don't start wars, they end them.
Yeah.
Nice line. That's so true. There's Kevin Hunt there.
Yeah.
So although that's not what we're seeing, but we see him right now as he goes by us. How you doing?
Hey. Hey.
Good job.
There we go. Some more veterans there.
Yes. Yeah, this I know. I don't know who the group is here. Hi, John. How are you? How you doing? Good to see you. How are you? Good to see you.
What are you doing up here?
We're on the air broadcasting for the parade, for the radio and TV. Hi, Wayne. How are you? So here comes a contingent right here.
Yeah,
Good to see you.
The Civil War. Would Bill Hallett be in there?
Could be.
There he is. And
Well,
Liz.
those dresses are going to be warm too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, see, come on. Coming up is the mayor of Newburyport. Coming up, Mayor Holliday. There should be some of the city councilors behind her. Oh yeah, honoring here on the field of flags coming up, the Newburyport Exchange Club, the DAV, but the Exchange Club doing 9/11 week there.
Yeah,
It'll be,
the Field of
nice.
Honor. So that, yeah. So
That'll be coming up again.
that'll be, what, how many years for them now?
I think this is going to be the 5th year of it. So here's the mayor and somebody, see Bruce Tarr there too, I think. Oh, no, it wasn't Bruce Tarr, no, it's,
Yeah, that is Bruce Tarr.
I thought I saw him there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some members of the city council.
Yeah. Council's over there. Yeah, I thought it was Bruce.
Yeah.
How you doing? Hey, gonna have some pull. How you doing? Good to see you. Looking good. Good to see you. How you?
Yeah. How come the people that are doing work aren't in the shade like
How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you.
So we giving up on the Sox yet?
No, still gonna hope.
Red-
Nice to see the kids play anyway.
Yeah, the Red Sox are exciting.
Well,
These days.
the kids, yes, they Travis Shaw, right?
Oh, yeah.
This is the from New Hampshire, the Ancient Order of Hibernians Pipes and Drums out of New Hampshire. No, I keep everybody asking about the Red Sox. You know, I'll never give up. I always still enjoy watching them anyway, especially when you get the young kids playing.
Yeah.
I think we're going to see a lot of them now. You're going to see Castillo play a lot, maybe Jackie Bradley, see what he can do, and some young pitching. So this is the Hibernians of Manchester, New Hampshire, Pipes and Drums. And some of the past chairpersons for Yankee homecoming coming through.
They kind of set up in front of my house where I live.
Oh, yeah?
Newburyport,
Oh.
yeah. So you get to hear the drums practice, the bagpipes.
Of course, a lot of the, you see the past general person, a lot of times you say, well, gee, there's a lot more past chairpersons than them. But a lot of them are involved with other organizations. You know, we saw the LaCroix go by earlier. They're doing something. And, you know, I always lucked up by doing this and after marching the parade. So a few people riding. And hey!
Hey there.
But we see, looks like Hank Farmer, Mike Falpone, Dave Murray,
Yeah.
and Norm Jutes was driving. Hey, how you doing, guys? No, I'll stay right here. Thank you.
It looks like you're pretty comfortable.
I'm doing well.
Ralph's there.
Want me to get him? Oh, I'm not.
Got a nice,
job,
nice
guys.
breeze.
Nice to see Ralph here. You know, Ralph shows up every year for this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, see, here we go. Another Red Sox thing. Yeah, it's kind of a tough year for the Sox. You know, we knew they'd have hitting, but we didn't. We thought they'd have better hitting, and the pitching we knew was going to be trouble, and it has been a trouble.
Yeah.
But hey,
And the hitting has been too.
yeah, it hasn't been as consistent.
No.
And what you call it? Hanley Ramirez hasn't been the great left fielder. I expect a little better than this. Maybe not a Gold Glover, but I thought it'd be a little better than that.
But it looks like David Ortiz is starting to round into form. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got 20 home runs right now. The thing is, You know, it'd be nice if we get the 14 more this year to get his 500. Then you don't have to worry about next year, maybe, you know.
Oh,
But
yeah.
he needs, you know, he's going to want to hang around for the 500.
Yeah.
But you know, he's hitting now, so when he's hitting, he's not bad having him around the roster. But if he struggles, it's tough. But you know, there's no way you're going to part ways with him.
Yeah.
With the 500th coming up. You know, it's always been an interesting decision. Whoa, hold on. Was a designated hitter? You know, there's never been a designated hitter to go into the Hall of Fame, and there's some question. You know, supposedly his name came up in the drugs one time, but I think his accomplishments deserve a recognition for the Hall of Fame. He's had some good numbers.
Yep.
But they always say, well, you know, it's a designated hitter. Somebody's going to set them
Sure, they can't keep them all out.
right.
And
So-
once one goes, then you know, others will come too.
So that was the Essex Sheriff's Department. And the vehicle here, we got some of the contingency coming along here now.
Will this be their honor guard coming up?
The honor guard and bike unit, although I don't know, I don't see the bikes, but the bike, oh yeah, there's a couple of bikes there, I guess. But I thought this was before that. They might have been earlier as well. I hear a little bit of jazz coming too.
Yep.
This is Jim Kilroy's Jambalaya Jazz Band coming up. You can hear the music, you don't see him yet.
Right, they're right down there by about Toppins Lane, where we
Right.
are in front of the Newburyport High School.
All right, okay, yep, okay. So this is the honor guard going by us.
Well, it looks like the biker with the sheriff's department could be in the slow bike race.
Well, yeah, that's quite tough to be able to ride that slow bike for that distance and stay on the bike.
Yeah, that was an event to benefit Coastal Trails
Right.
Coalition.
Yep.
And you had to keep going forward. You had to stay in your lane.
You couldn't have your feet couldn't touch the ground.
Feet can't touch the ground. Your rims can't touch the ground on the bike. They found that you could deflate the tire a little bit to help out.
You have to say deflate.
Oops, I didn't mean that.
So this is Jim Kilroy's Jambalaya Jazz Band. Jambalaya, that makes you start thinking of football season, right?
That's right. Yeah. Glare. Oh, okay.
Now here comes a vehicle with,
See who's in
this
there.
the King and
Oh, the
Queen?
King and Queen.
Yeah, this would be Nick Costello and Bunny Chasen, Joan
Yeah.
Bunny Chasen. Your Royal Highness, King and Queen. So this is the banner, is the Unity Church. This is out of Amesbury, and they decorated their float.
Yeah. Yep, the Unity Church, a growing church in the Amesbury area.
And what the theme of their float is, Sailing for Peace. I guess a tribute to the U.S. Coast Guard, Sailing for Peace was the theme behind their float. As a center of celebration.
And then behind them is the Alzheimer's Association.
Yeah, Alzheimer's Association of Massachusetts and New Hampshire, and they're purple.
If I remember correctly, they would be having one of their walks coming up soon.
Yes, it is. It's usually in August, sometime during the year. I know Kathy's always, and her sisters have always participated in that. That's coming up in August. Yeah, Alzheimer's Association.
And you have Mike Cronin there with his petty bike. As he continues to carry some folks.
Oh, yes.
So let's see, behind the Alzheimer's Association.
Should be Zach Field's drum studios down at the Tannery.
And they're doing their Plum Island pans.
Oh,
Candy to
all right. Thank you. Thank you.
Candy from a stranger?
Thank you.
Hi, gentlemen.
Hey, how are you?
Are you staying
Good,
nice
thank
and
you.
cool?
Oh, hey, how are you?
I'm
Good to
good.
see
How
you.
are you?
Good
Nice
to see you. Yeah.
you too. Here you go. At least you guys got a nice umbrella.
Yeah,
and
it helps
stuff,
Gail
right?
having this. Good to see you.
Bye.
That was Gail Huff. Anybody wondering, we just stopped by here.
Okay.
Senator Scott Brown's wife, and she's very much involved with the Alzheimer's Association. So she stopped by, gave us a piece of candy.
Nice.
And now coming by us is the Zach Field Drum Studios, the steel drums. That's a good sound. Always got the vendors in the way.
Yeah, it's nice when they show up at events, bring that sound.
Oh yeah, yeah. And it gets quite a few students going through that.
Yeah.
The stuff coming up next is the U.S. Submarine Veterans out of Marblehead. And they get the most original award this year for the float. It's a replica of the USS Thresher. And they participate 7 or 8 parades during the year. I even went down to Washington, D.C. one year to show their Thresher. It is a replica of the Thresher, which was worked on, as we know, in Portsmouth, and it was the first atomic submarine that went down. And unfortunately, representative from resident Newport, Bob Sharon, and also a gentleman from Salisbury, Stessel, I think his name was, Edwin Stennell, was on. So 2 members lost there, but inside, you see this side of it, if we get, I don't know if we, I guess we won't be able to see a picture of it, but it's actually a replica of what was inside the Thresher, how it was built. It's just a generated memory of, a tribute to these people that gave their lives in doing research.
Yep. Working in a submarine, that's got to be a special person to be able to do that.
And there you just see a float with
State Representative
Jim
Kelcourse.
Kelcourse.
I remember last year when he came by, it was so hot that day.
Oh yeah.
And he works both sides of the street, left and right.
Yep. A nice little work on that float. But we'll probably see him come over this side. Hey, Lewis. See Lewis. Hi, Lewis. How you doing?
Yeah.
Hey, Jim. How you doing?
Great to see you both.
State Representative Jim Kelcourse stopping to say hi to us.
Yeah.
Good job. Good to see you.
Oh,
a little warm
thank
out
you.
there.
Great it's a little warm, but you know what? It's great. It's all worth
Hey, Paul.
it.
How you doing?
We've
Good
seen
to see
each
you.
other more this week.
I know it.
How you doing?
Good to see you.
Fine.
Thanks. Good job.
Good to see you.
There he goes.
It's funny, that's an extra bonus because it's not really an election year. It's nice to see him still participate in the parade, always help out homecoming. And he's been around a lot of the events, so if he couldn't do it this year, with the budget going on, Paul O'Brien represented him in a bunch of the functions this year as well. He was down at the Coast Guard party, Lewis, at Coast Guard party, and also at the Senior King and Queen event.
So talking about the Coast Guard, in the picture down below, a few streets down, they'll be here soon. They'll have the big Coast Guard float down there.
Yeah, and that's the Kathy's Tumbleweeds float. I think it's coming up, and they won an award for the best use of the theme. And you'll see when they come through, they have a little Coast Guard dance. They did a Coast Guard walk, they called it. So hopefully they'll do something for us in front. This is the BU, Boston University Honor Guard, I think, leading this division.
So the Salisbury Chamber of Commerce. So the parade's broken up into divisions, and each division has an honor guard.
Yep. Yeah, this one is Boston University Honor Guard. Hey, how you doing? Good to see ya. Salisbury Chamber. Yeah, and this is the BU Honor Guard. And this is followed by Kathy's Tumbleweeds. I mentioned every year they win an award for the float. It's always, and it could be more than one, they could win in more than one category. You know, it's kind of tough for the judges. There's 4 categories to go with. And this one was the best use of a theme. And you'll see as they come through, it's a tribute to the Coast Guard. And they actually had a dance that they did. The walk was for the Coast Guard. And they'll have some live, and then Billy Glenn and his band will be on there playing some music. So special stars. Kathy's Tumbleweeds. This is Special Stars, Performing Arts for the Special Needs.
That's one of the programs that they offer over there. Kathy's Tumbleweeds.
Boy, the dance they did at the float judging, they did some flips, then they actually ended up sitting on the hot top. I'm saying it's got to be hot on that ground for those kids. But tumble down the street. Special arts, performing arts for special needs. Rich with tradition. And again, a tribute to the U.S. Coast Guard. They got a 225th. Billy Glenn.
Yeah, Billy Glenn's in every parade.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yep. Speaking of traditions,
Yeah.
always finds a way to be involved. Yeah.
Yeah. But can you imagine doing handstands all the way down from Port Plaza or Market Basket
Yeah,
Plaza
yeah.
all the way down? That's over a mile
That's
here.
a long. Yeah, it's about a 3 mile altogether, and it's gonna be hot. That hot top too. Your hands must burn after a while.
Yeah.
So now we get some
Well, this is Newburyport.com,
Newburyport.com.
Robert
Yes.
Bentley.
Yep.
And they're taking pictures of us.
Yeah.
We're taking pictures of him.
Yeah, and they were up there at the float judging today too, taking pictures and doing some interviews.
Yeah.
Newburyport.com. And
And let's see who we have.
should be the Oddfellows. I think Oddfellows of Newburyport should be coming along.
How many more floats they got left? How many more floats they got left?
6.
More?
Yeah.
So it's almost near the end.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The Grand Marshal of the General Lodge of Massachusetts, Oddfellows Grand Master. That was a Grand Marshal and Grand Master.
Grand Secretary.
Yeah. So this is the Oddfellows. They do a lot of volunteer work, a lot of good work.
Let's see who's coming up beyond that. After the Oddfellows, the Boston Windjammers. We actually have our first band. Well, no, we had the Hibernians.
We had the Hibernians band there, that's right, yep. There's about 8 altogether, I think, for the band, so we still got a bunch to come.
So more from the Oddfellows.
Yeah, local contingent here. Again, like I say, do a lot of things, a lot behind the scenes. They don't look for much fanfare, but they do a lot of volunteer work in the area.
Now, when
Good job,
guys. They have their meetings, they do that at Masonic Lodge now?
I think they do now because they've sold their home, yeah, so
Yeah.
it must be Masonic. I'm just
Green
guessing,
Street.
yeah.
Yeah, Green Street, I believe so. There are a number of organizations that use that facility.
So as you mentioned, this is the Boston Windjammers unit coming now. Oh, gonna get some music too.
yep, we'll have, and this will be here before you know it. It's Topsfield Fair.
Yeah, it means Columbus Day coming when they come here, so it's almost time the end of the year again. We don't even want to think about that at that point, but it's going to be here before you know it.
We'll be halfway through the football schedule.
Yeah, Topsfield Fair. This is a junior king and queen, and the second floor is Mrs. Essex County. We don't have their names, they may be on the thing. You know, I was just thinking back, this is the third big parade I've seen this year so far, and all three, this is probably the best weather of all of them. First one we went to was the Turn of Roses parade this year, and out of the 126-year history parade, this was the second coldest in history.
Yeah.
Although, you know, for us, this was the junior king and queen just went by us, Topsfield Fair. But, you know, it was 35 degrees, but it was the second coldest for them. But it wasn't too bad. You know, 35 degrees wasn't really too bad for us. We're used to it up in our area. But I'll tell you, out in California, they were freezing. And then we went to the St. Patrick's Day parade in Naples, and it was real hot. It was 85, 90 degrees. It was sweltering that day down in Florida. They were going through a heat wave. Today we get some nice breeze, so kind of the best of all going right now. And coming up next here is the Topsfield Fair, Mrs. Essex County. And maybe they'll have the name on, I don't know if that name will be on the door or not.
And that is I was a judge one year, many years ago now. They get judged on all different types of things. You know, how to cook, how to make a presentation, how to answer questions.
It's a big commitment too. They have to make a lot of appearances during the year.
Yeah.
It's a big chunk of your life out there to do that.
Yep. All throughout Essex County.
Yep. Mrs. Essex County.
But you get to ride in the parade.
Hey, how about that? Yeah.
And you get that parade wave.
Oops, there goes. Oh.
Of course, a little breeze here and there. And let's see who we have coming up here. We have the Newburyport Youth Football cheerleaders.
Yeah, and then should be followed by some of the youth football team. I don't know if they're going to be here or not, but youth football, they always make a big appearance in the parade, always do a good job, and a lot of times you'll see them doing some cheers along the way.
Yeah. And quite often the cheerleaders, they start out on the youth side, you know, youth football, doing Pop Warner cheers.
Yeah,
and they even have competitions they do there.
They have competitions just like they do when they get into high school, you know. And so it's just like a feeder system, just like the youth football team and the Little League for baseball, the soccer league. They all start somewhere. The same thing with the cheerleaders. Yeah, you can hear them doing some cheers as they're coming up the street. Yeah. So they all start down in the elementary grades and go all the way through.
And then if they're fortunate enough, they'll get a cheerleading scholarship.
It's amazing. Yeah, that's. And I think they deserve to be recognition as an athlete because they have to go through the same thing, the training, everything that the athletes do. So they should get some recognition. It's nice to see them get scholarships for cheerleading and stuff like that now.
Right. Yeah.
And I feel bad sometimes for those cheerleaders, the football games, those cold nights. I don't know how they do it. I just get cold watching them. Well, we're inside.
They bring them out for the hockey games too. Some of the hockey games, right?
Yeah, not as much as they used to. For some reason, you don't see as many cheerleading now for basketball and hockey that you used to. I don't know why. Football seems to be the major one, but I don't think the report said girls basketball or hockey cheerleaders for a while now, which is too bad. I always like to add a little spirit. But this might be some of the football team coming behind them as well. There's another band coming. I can hear some music.
Yeah.
After this band, that's basically the end of Division 3. We have Division 4 and Division 5 to go. Newburyport Youth Football and cheerleading. See if they do some cheers now as they come by. I think they may.
There you have some youth football players down.
I can see the football on the street. Yeah.
And go! Yell out your colors, the green, red, and go!
and pass the football around. Good football.
My son didn't belong there. So he never got to play youth football like this. But your sons played youth football.
Yes, they did. Yep. They enjoyed it.
So when do they play on Sunday mornings or?
Well, depending on the age group, they start right now around. I think some games start at 11 o'clock. We used to start around 1, but then they started. Now they're getting more and more. Some play Saturday and some play Sunday now, but they probably start around 11. But a lot more teams. They actually get down as far as the 4th grade now, I think.
Oh wow! Now is it based on size or age?
It goes by age, but if you have a certain weight limit, you can't carry the ball. You get weighed in every game. And each game, I think they add a pound each week during the season. But I tell you, I've seen kids doing whatever they can to lose the weight before the game, sticking their fingers down their throat to try to get. Oh gosh!
No.
But I mean, that's what happened. You know, if you're over a certain weight, you couldn't carry the ball. Be different if you're on defense. You intercept the pass, so obviously you're not going to stop the game in the middle of it. You can run the ball in.
Right.
But you know, so you see a lot of guys who are backs in high school, but they played the line in youth football. There's some of the coaches and everything else that youth football.
Yeah. So some more divisions right down there.
Yeah, we got a band coming now. It's the Party Band by Seth Balin is his name. He's the director of that band. It's called the Party Band. And they should be coming next. And this is the end of Division 3, getting ready for Division 4 to come up next.
Now, one of the jobs of the parade chair is to make sure everybody's kind of kept up with each other, right?
Yeah, you try to get it so there's no gaps. They used to have each division has a leader, and that leader's supposed to move along and try to keep when there's no gap. But I think it's actually we're probably the cause of it somewhat, because a lot of times they'll stop and perform in front of us, and that leads to a gap. But they're supposed to be built-in stops along the way. That's where they could usually try to catch up.
Yeah.
Doesn't always work that way though. That's why it was always nice if we could be down at the reviewing stand, because they're always going to perform at the reviewing stand. But it doesn't always work that way. This is sponsored by Eastern Bank. That's what's supposed to be the Party Band.
Like an informal punch.
Yeah, it reminds me of Tony Barry's band. Remember the band, Tony Barry from April? He used to march in the band. They had all different costumes, and he was like a comedian. Played great music though. Sounds good.
Oh yeah.
Here's a group coming by to collect funds for the Newport track and field to try to redo the Fuller Field, the track field there. So they're doing some collections. I know the race today, some of the proceeds of the road race today went to that work. So they're trying to raise funds to fix the track over, which definitely needs some repair down on Low Street.
So they're working on that track. They're working on the high school football field. And during the road race, I had a chance to look up there. They had the visitor stands taken down. The field has been ripped up.
Yeah.
So
all
getting
good,
ready.
yeah, yep. Hopefully looking towards October 2nd, the night against Newburyport versus Pentucket, to dedicate the field to Jim Stalin, Jim's honor, and also to play the first game on the new artificial surface.
Looking forward to that.
So this is a group from the Captain's Corner, Lena's Seafood over in Salisbury.
Oh yeah, there's Herman there.
Yeah.
And he's taking pictures of us. Yeah, they have a fun time over there with the go-karts and the batting cages.
Yeah. Still got basketball hoops there, didn't they too?
Yeah, they have
baskets,
basketball hoops. They have some carnival games as well.
Mini golf, yeah.
And the mini golf, yeah. Don't
Wicked
forget
fun for
fried
the whole
clams.
family. Oh, yeah.
I had some of that for Father's Day. So, Captain's Corner mini golf.
Now we got some Guy Chase Academy of Martial Arts. Well, we got our wrestlers coming up pretty soon too. Hope they leave us alone this year.
Yeah, they took my cookies the last time.
Yeah. We haven't got anything to give them this time.
We'll give them the candy that Gail Huff gave us. So, this is great discipline for the kids.
Yeah, martial arts. Teaches
Not so much-
self-defense and
Yeah, exercise and not so much, well, protection as well too.
you know, just mentioned wrestling. We were talking to the wrestlers coming up to see Roddy Piper passed away at age 61.
Yeah, I didn't
He was
want
always
that.
an interesting guy to watch.
Yeah.
This is the Acton Minutemen coming. I don't know how many years they've been coming to the parade here in Newburyport, but it's a tradition. In fact, I didn't see the group from Connecticut this year.
Putnam, Putnam County or something like that.
They used to be from Connecticut. They were always a good group, a small drum corps like this, fife and drum. Get the guns go off. Then you got the Committee for Open Waterfront. They participated in the parade for the past few years. Citizens for an Open Waterfront. And now another group of dancers coming ahead. We've had Kathy's Tumbleweeds. Now we have the Bracken School of Irish Dance coming.
And they usually always make an appearance during the Link House luncheon.
Yes, that's right. Yep. Here they at least they're a little more comfortable clothing. They don't have their full gear on today.
Yeah. They can do the dances while holding water bottles. That's good. Stay hydrated.
So that's the Bracken School of Irish Dance. I guess Salisbury is the actual location where the building is located.
Just over the bridge.
Right. Now it makes me feel like time for corned beef and cabbage after I see that. That's one thing I'm always doing right now during St. Patrick's Day when they have the St. Patrick's Day celebration here down in Florida, but a lot of corned beef and cabbage down in Florida that time of year as well.
Oh yeah. So what do we have here? Feel like a cup of coffee?
Yeah, I wonder if Gronk and Ortiz will be here today.
Oh, I hope so. Yeah, well,
that's interesting, those commercials they've been doing.
Yeah, those are great ads.
You know what ad I've enjoyed this year? It's the one for Uno's on the lobster. You get the two lobsters talking to each other next to a big lobster pot.
Yeah.
And Louie, what do you think that's for? I don't know. Maybe corn on the cob. You see, yeah, that's it. Got to be corn on the cob. The next one is some on a plate of lobster sandwiches. Hey Louie, what's that? He says lobster sliders. He says, Anybody we know? I thought they were real cute. But now Dunkin' Donuts coming up.
Yeah. Gronk and Pappy. Me. I'm good.
Yeah. Boy, I'll tell you, Gronk has a lot of fun. He's been a lot of stuff this year. He was on Family Feud, recently Celebrity Family Feud, and I think he even made an appearance on Big Brother. He was a special guest.
He was on Big Brother.
Yeah, but he's got a great sense of humor. But what a family, you know, the 4 sons and poor mother between the 4 sons and all guys.
Yeah.
But she's the one that sets a big example for them because they're not really in trouble. They raise a lot of heck and everything else, but it's just good, clean fun.
Yeah. I understand, maybe you know a little bit more, but he doesn't spend much money.
No, I understand. He's saved most of his money he's earned so far. Yeah.
Yeah. Good for him.
Most of it, a lot of appearance money and stuff like that. But
of course, he probably never has to buy a drink.
But they talk about the Gronkmobile, the bus they have. They go around to different things. But it looks like a fun-loving family.
Yeah.
Just hope he stays healthy.
Yeah.
I hope he has Mr. Brady passing to him. Ain't she sweet? This is coming up as, let's see who we got. New Liberty Jazz Band.
Oh, okay. You're becoming a regular.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's part of the outshooter. I don't know if that's an outshooter, Dick Kaplan's band. Unfortunately, Dick's not doing too well with health right now. He's been battling some problems, but he was always a big contributor to Yankee Homecoming, Dick Kaplan.
I know that Dick Kaplan was able to perform the other day during Wednesday during the over at the country.
Well, they had Dick didn't make it though, but they had the group that performed. But,
good.
Yeah, Dick wasn't able to do it this year, but the nursing home visits along with Opportunity Works.
Yeah. Yeah, Lucian LaCroix brings the choir around.
Yeah, they have a great time. Yeah. Love this type of music too.
You sing with him?
No, I don't sing. I got a funny story about my singing. You know, everybody, I'm a lousy writer and all that. I don't write too well, but I'm even a worse singer. When I was at IC, we didn't have many kids in class, and it was cool. So we always they wanted a glee club, so I had to be in the glee club. You say, Dad, you have to sing. Well, this is good music. This is nearing the end of Group 4 now. I almost said Ward 4, Division 4. Liberty Jazz Band. Yeah, I don't know if this is a part of Dick's group or not. I know it's a telephone at 978-667. One more division. This is Division 5 coming now. 4 have been done. So it's probably another 15 minutes. Is that what you asked? It's hard to hear, yeah.
I think it ended up with cross.
Ah.
I think it ended up where
Okay.
it ended down.
Yeah, okay, yeah. There's only one more division. It's just this much more to go on it. This is as I mentioned, this is coming up the ending. We should have Lee Speedway coming up.
Yeah, a couple of
Maudsley.
Beals.
Look at that.
That's one of the neat is that a pumper?
It looks like it, yeah. And here comes Lee Speedway.
Yeah, Lee USA.
Yeah. Yeah, I just come back a couple weeks ago. Went up to New Hampshire for the NASCAR race up there. Really interesting here in Pete Falcone doing some of the PA announcements up there.
Yeah. Well, he helps out over in Lee every once in a while,
he does
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got a good voice.
And actually, it's kind of like a family business. His folks had the track in Westboro, Mass.
Oh, is that right? Oh, I didn't know that.
And that's how he got involved. It's now a shopping center.
Ah.
But,
so we're winding down here. One more division to go.
I remember a couple of years ago when Bob Watson was working with Lee USA Speedway, he'd be running alongside the cars and he'd be revving up the engines just so you can feel how loud it is.
Oh,
You could hear.
You can
and
feel the
it.
vibration. You can feel it. Yeah.
Yeah.
We get paid with our thing. First thing I'm doing, our new contract, getting new headphones.
So the super modified classic, that's a big race.
That's coming up this Friday, right?
Yeah.
August 7th at 8:40.
6:45.
Yeah. Yeah.
And let's see what we have down here.
There's still more of the. Oh, this one coming up here. It's the No Bully Zone. This is a judges award. It's an outfit from Lowell that are here to promote the no bullying. And they're very enthusiastic. You know, they doing everything they can to bring awareness to the bullying that's going on and try to prevent bullying. And it's an anti-bullying program, Shane's Anti-Bullying. And if you're out of Lowell, we talked to some of the representatives. I guess it's been in existence about 6 years, and they go around at various parades just to try to end bullying. Nice efforts on their part.
I know that Rosie Werner in Amesbury, she's been getting a program going to try to stop bullying as well too.
There's so many types of bullying, you don't even realize it. There's different ways of bullying, and no need for it.
No. And now that, now you get the cyberbullying that you and I didn't have to worry about 10 years ago.
It's the Theater in the Woods, is it?
Theater in the Woods, yeah. Or Workshop in the Woods.
A Workshop in the Woods, okay, yeah, Workshop in the Woods.
The theater in the open, Workshop in the Woods.
Yeah, I get something like that. Yeah. Workshop in the Woods, there it is, the wind was blowing. You like to see the smiles on their faces, you know they're enjoying themselves.
Yeah. Should put them together with the I Love to Party band.
Yeah, right, yeah. You see this next banner coming, you'll see in a minute, it's sponsored by Starbuck Galley. There's some great contributors to Yankee Homecoming. Is the Greco family down at Starbuck Galley. They've always sponsored a band in the parade, and they ran the golf tournament, a very successful golf tournament, Yankee Homecoming golf tournament on Monday at Old Newbury. They do a great job, an awful lot of assistance to Yankee Homecoming, all the events down there. So tip of the hat to Starbuck Galley, and thanks for all their help and sponsorship. This band is a Northeast Italian band, and again, sponsored by Starbuck Galley. Almost reminds me of the old American Legion band used to be here. Catmobile coming.
All right, so coming up next, we'll take a look at that Catmobile from the Merrimack River Feline Rescue Society.
Hear the cats meowing.
Yeah.
Almost like Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Get all the dogs along the parade route excited. Well, they do a nice job of the Catmobile, the Merrimack River Feline Rescue Society. If you're ever interested in adopting a cat, they've got one for you. and the spay and neutering packages that they have. And here's something, the mosquito squad.
No bugs, no bites, no kidding.
And it looks like the mosquito squad guy on the back of the truck.
You know, speaking of mosquitoes, I've been playing golf every Friday this year so far, and I think I've only seen 2 mosquitoes all year long. And I thought this year, with all the snow we have, we'd have a ton of mosquitoes. Haven't seen any around at all this year. But maybe I've just been lucky at the right place.
Yeah.
With all this time of year, we should be looking for the greenheads, I guess.
Well, I think the greenheads have come, and somebody told me yesterday that they were gone.
Already? Oh,
Yeah.
I always thought it was right on the 1st of August when they come, but that's good. I didn't miss them, that's for sure.
No, I didn't
So there's the mosquito squad.
I parked one time over in Newbury along the river, and I came back out to the car, and it was just covered with greenheads. And they were vicious. All right, so the mosquito squad has come and gone.
All right.
And we're coming up to probably the last division, right?
Yeah, we're into the last division right now. Yep. We started with the Northeast Italian Band. I don't see the band. I see a banner, but I can't see what it is right now. It's supposed to be the Battle of Band winner, I think. I think that's what that's supposed to be.
Oh, that's right, the Billy Joel tribute band, and they opened up on Wednesday night for the Foreigner Journey band.
I heard that was a great concert. I wasn't able to see it, but I heard it was a great concert.
Yeah.
And Ben Aramo is the winner of this group, the leader of this group, and it was the Battle of Band winner, and they had the competition last Saturday down at the waterfront. And as you said, they were the lead performers on Wednesday, and get a chance to be in the parade today. That's going to be a very popular event, the Battle of Bands.
Yeah, I had Cheryl Munich on the radio talking about that, and she said one thing they've learned is that they have, like a college football coach, you have to keep recruiting, because you know, if you have kids going into their senior year, well, they aren't high school students the next year.
That's right.
So
Yep.
you have to keep getting new bands.
Oops, hold on. Boy, nice air today.
Oh, it's beautiful air.
Of course, we're underneath the tent, which makes it even better.
So Atlantic Pro Wrestling.
They should be coming up as well. Hold your
Yeah,
breath.
I see one of the wrestlers.
They perform at least put on at least once a month, but sometimes they'll do a lot of fundraising.
Yeah.
They basically, the Newbury Fire Hall is where they hold their meetings and actually have some events there. I remember last year they got a big battle right in front of us.
This year they were one of the judges during the pet show during Old Fashioned Sunday.
Yeah, right. They were unable to do their show during Old Fashioned Sunday because of the rain earlier. The mats were wet, so they couldn't perform. But these guys can put on a show for you.
Yeah.
The Atlantic Pro Wrestlers.
They have the. Wonder if they have. If that's what they use for their cage matches at their.
Watch my tone. I'll watch my tone. How's everybody doing today? Good? Yeah? APW Live at the Newbury Fire Hall, Saturday night, August 22nd.
That's good.
Nice.
I want to keep looking straight here.
I'm harassing these guys right here.
I knew that was coming. Hi guys,
What's
how
up,
are
buddy?
you?
How are you?
Hey, how are you? Good job.
Man, we're having a good time. It's, you know,
Good
hot.
turnout. Good turnout.
Oh, yeah. Here,
You
take
guys
2
were well
days. Come
received.
down and see
All right,
us.
thank you.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, I got a couple of you.
Oh, great.
And this is old Raleigh, the Cannoneer, the old Nancy, Raleigh Cannoneer. Yeah, that's got some history behind it, the cannon there, which I don't recall right now, but one year it was the topic of their float.
Well, they recently celebrated, I want to say their 375th.
Yeah, Raleigh 375th, yep.
Yeah.
And as we mentioned, here comes the Battle of the Band winner, Ben Aramo.
He does sound like Billy Joel. Dennis Palazzo there.
Dennis. And we got one of the final floats coming up is the Metro Rock Youth Climbing Team. and they won the overall award and the general chairman's award this year for the float. And they built the float as a replica of a Coast Guard ship, and also the wall is the side of it. They're climbing the wall, so they're incorporating the tribute to the Coast Guard as well as the climbing. And that won a couple of prizes this year. The Billy Joel Tribute Band. And this should be coming Junior Miss, Seabrook Junior Miss, and Seabrook Miss.
And it's smart to have the umbrella to keep the sun off.
Yeah. Yeah, we're winding down now, just a couple of things to go.
I know during the sidewalk sales, the fire department was out collecting for muscular dystrophy. And some of the firefighters, you know, they shave their heads.
Oh.
They put sunscreen on.
I was going to say they had it with that sun, though. It was hot down here. Is
Junior Miss
Daisy
Seabrook.
Mace,
Named
2014
during the
Junior.
Seabrook Gold Home Days this year.
And this must be Miss Seabrook.
Yep.
Yeah.
Those real diamonds.
So this would be coming up, the Metro Rock Youth Climbing Team coming up this next float. I think that's theirs. Maybe it's, yeah.
Sounds like a train horn.
It does. Yeah, it's the USS Metro Rock is the name of the boat that they made up. And they've got somebody climbing the wall. A lot of work went into this, plus as I try to do the wow. Well, that's quite a size vehicle, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Yeah, US Metro Rock.
I tried that one time, climbing up on those things.
Oh, yeah?
It's hard to do.
A lot harder than it looks, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right, this next group coming is the Essex County Sportsmen's Association. And the theme of their float was to promote hunter safety, protect the environment, promote hunter safety, and emphasize on the safety in the youth training. Essex County Sportsmen.
And they do a great job with that over there. They, you know, just working to preserve the environment as well.
This one here is
Country Center
Country
for
Center.
Health and Rehabilitation.
Yeah, celebrating 225 years of the U.S. Coast Guard. Yeah.
That's the one that's on low at the corner.
Right,
of
used to be
North
called
Atkinson.
Brigham Manor. Now it's I guess it's
Country
called
Center, yeah.
Country Center. Yes. They do a good job. I know when Kathy had her 2 knee replacements, that's where she went for rehab, and they did a great job over there for her. And we should have the Steel Fingers band following them. Oh yeah, I can hear them coming up. That's Rick Rita, his band. So that's the Atlantic Ambulance Service, Living Mobile. And this is Rick Rita's band, the Steel Fingers. And this one on the next truck, depending which one you're looking at. Oh, this one here is the American Sportsman's. The Sportsman's what we're talking about. Essex County Sportsman. And then Rick Rita's band. parade. Everything felt right in order this year. Nobody was out of place. Yeah, Rick Rita and his band. Steel Fingers. Andrew, so you get the sign. That's all, folks, on the side of the van. There's the ending of the usual sign for the end of the parade, and that's how we always sign off our auctions. That's all, folks. Oh, it's a wrap. That's all, folks. We always sign off, but it's a wrap. But that's to let everybody know this is the end of it. That's all, folks. A good parade. Moved right along. Some entertaining groups. And the end of another Yankee homecoming, the 58th.
Oh, you still have the closing ceremonies.
Yeah, they'll just lower the flag at the mall, and that's about it. So Jennifer will wait, she'll go down to the reviewing stand, and once that's over, they go back to the mall and lower the flag. And they'll already start planning on next year. But it's been a great week, a lot of fun. Everybody seemed to enjoy themselves. Weather cooperated.
Weather cooperated very well. Parade, a great day for the parade. We had a nice little breeze. Of course, knocked over our monitor a little bit. Knocked over a tent a little bit, but that's okay.
All right. Okay. Okay.
So it's,
all right. She's gonna. Oh, Sarah's gonna say something. It's gonna come back to us. Okay.
okay.